Hey, welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one right here is for Better Call Saul, Season 2, Episode number 3. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and keep telling all your friends to come on over for 2023 and Happy New Year. Thank you.
Yes, a couple comments from the last episode, starting with Troy, who says, Season 2 Extra Squat Cobbler on YouTube. If you're curious about the video Jimmy and Price made that titillates the senses. I don't know if I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Then we got Josiah coming through to say, great reaction as always. I love how this show dives so deep into questions of morality and ethics. The conversation between Kim and Jimmy at the end is among my favorites of the series. Thanks for sharing a reaction and not skipping the intro. And we won't skip it this time too. Yeah. Thanks for reminding us. P.S. Not sure if this was noticed or pointed out in earlier reactions, but the nail salon Jimmy lived and worked from in Season 1 and is seen in this episode finally moving out of... Yes, I messed that up. Is the same nail salon he tries convincing Jesse to purchase in Breaking Bad to launder drug money.
Oh.
Sorry if that was already mentioned. It wasn't. And I missed it. But another fun BB tie-in I wanted to point out. Okay. Great tie-in. Thank you for those. Last comments from Brandon, who says this show is like a Greek tragedy. All high points just to remind us that the crash is coming. Also note that Kim didn't even say don't do the illegal things. She says don't tell me about them. Yeah. Happy holidays, y'all. Happy holidays to you guys too. And Happy New Year again. Alright, let's jump into the next episode right now.
When we dance together, my world's in disguise. It's a fairyland tale that's come true. And when you look at me with those stars in your eyes, I could waltz across Texas with you. Waltz across Texas with you in my arms.
Sorry about the hiccup, folks. It won't be long.
Texas with you. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charms.
You got 5 minutes.
What is happening?
With you.
Howdy, folks. Can someone tell me if Mrs. Alma Mae Urbano is on board? Alma Mae Urbano. There you are. Hello, dear. Very good to meet you. My name's Jimmy. I tried to visit you at Sandpiper, but they wouldn't allow me to. Hey, you know what? It doesn't matter. I saw your bus broken down. Here you are. Lucky me. Do you prefer to be called Mrs. Urbano or Alma Mae or just plain Alma? My last name is McGill, but you can call me Jimmy. Hey everyone, my name's Jimmy McGill. I'm an attorney at law, but don't mind me. Just talk amongst yourselves. Now, Alma Mae, do you recall responding to a mailer from my law firm, Davis and Maine of Santa Fe, New Mexico?
I don't know.
Well, we were looking to help any Sandpiper residents who may have been overcharged for basic goods and services. Now, does that ring a bell?
Oh, maybe. Was it yellow?
It's canary yellow. I picked that color myself. Well, ma'am, I'm here to make sure you get your money back.
What are you talking about? Who took Alma Mae's money?
Well, that's a very good question. And thank you for asking, Mr.
Amos Lydecker.
Mr. Lydecker. Jimmy McGill. Now, nobody took anybody's money exactly. Okay? It's not like the Sandpiper people, put on a ski mask and mugged Alma Mae here at gunpoint. So I want you to put that mental image right out of your head. See, what we're talking about here is more of it's just a discrepancy. It's just a little thing. It's just fairly innocent, but we need to fix it. You follow me? Well, put it this way. Alma Mae, let's say you're out on a date with your boyfriend. You do have a boyfriend, right? You don't? Come on. Alma Mae's holding out on me. Do you have a nephew?
Nephew? Oh, yes, Steve.
Okay, Steve. Is he a good guy?
Very good.
Okay. So let's say you and Steve go out to dinner at Well, Birdie's, that's where you're all headed today, right? Right. So, both of you have a great meal. It's chicken fried steak and green beans, and it's all perfect. Here comes the check. Hey, wait a doggone $24 for a side of buttermilk biscuits? That doesn't sound right now, does it? No, it does not. It sounds like something got added up wrong.
What's how they itemize their
Well, naturally,
expenses,
you
remember?
have to
Like,
talk to the manager, and
Yeah,
naturally, the manager corrects the mistake. And what's more, he gives you a coupon for a free meal next time you come in. How about that? Well,
Sounds good.
same kind of thing as what happened at Sandpiper Crossing. And nothing makes me sadder than to see people of the greatest generation, people like my own Nana and Bobo, getting overcharged by some great big company, even if it was an accident. Now, I know that the good people at Sandpiper want to make this right sooner or later, but you know what? Well, sometimes it's just easier if you get your nephew Steve to go take care of it for you. And that's how I want you to think of me. Georgiana? Hey there, Georgie girl. Thank you. Oh, it's all there, everything I need. Thank you so much. Enjoy your lunch.
look at him hustling out here, babe.
Hey, you did it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Henry. All right. Hey, Sue. Okay. Beautiful penmanship, a lost art.
Beautiful penmanship.
Schweikert and Coakley are pursuing an aggressive strategy, but looking at the relevant case law, I don't think it's going to play with this magistrate judge. I've read over a dozen of her rulings, all of which have sided with the plaintiff on cases like this. I've included a memo to that effect in today's materials, which you can peruse at your leisure.
Thanks, Aaron. How about we move on to client outreach?
Jimmy? You still with us?
I'm going to save you from having to brag. Over 200 new Sandpiper clients signed over the past 3 weeks. Well done, Jimmy.
Thank you. Thanks, Cliff. Right now, we're in the process of mapping
her
out
just
the entire
like-
Southwest, targeting
You
the
can see
largest
how much she just
Sandpiper
like
facilities
is
first.
proud of him.
Phoenix, Colorado Springs, Fort Worth, Provo. That's just for starters. Ideally, my goal, another 200 by the end of the month. With this many folks, we have an excellent shot at a solid batch of plaintiffs for the classes in each district.
Excellent. Look forward to the next report. Onto a stickier wicket, coordinating actions.
Sorry, before we move on, I'd like to go back to client outreach just for a moment.
This fucking guy.
Looking over these numbers here, really astonishing results, Jimmy. Incredible.
But
Last trip to Amarillo, you came back with 22 new clients.
24.
24!
oh,
I'm confused. How many people out there actually responded to our direct mailer?
One.
Oh, right, yeah. Hey, Mrs. Alma May Urbano.
yeah.
But you got 24 new clients from this one response?
Mm-hmm.
That is... Wow.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, what, is there a problem?
Well, might not some parties, the opposing counsel, for example, see this differential and conclude that there may have been some solicitation involved?
I did not solicit.
I'm just wondering how you account for your success, because it will definitely raise eyebrows over at Schweikert and Coakley. I'm sorry, but it will. Particularly in a case involving seniors, for whom the ethical guidelines on solicitation were virtually created by the ABA.
Chuck, I'm sure that... Jimmy,
Oh my god.
if you could clear this up, that would be helpful.
I went to Amarillo to confer with a client and to make sure that we had a solid, good faith basis for our case there overall. And as many of you are aware, I've visited more than my share of retirement homes. These are close-knit communities. Let me tell you, word gets around real fast. If Dorothy in Phase 2 gets a new Rascal scooter, it's big news.
So these other 23 residents, they approached you.
Cliff, they heard the scuttlebutt before I crossed state lines. And I certainly didn't have to go knocking on any doors. And is it any surprise that they want to speak with a guy who was there to show them they may have money coming their way? I gotta tell you.
For so many years, we did our best to
they
build
used
a
it.
nest egg so that we wouldn't be a
Used it.
burden to our family. After Ronald passed, I moved to an assisted living facility. A nice place. They told me they'd take care of everything, but then one day they said all my money was gone. How could that be? Where did it all go?
That's not a real tear, is it? If you are a loved one as a resident of the Sandpiper Crossing facility or other associated retirement community, you may be eligible to receive compensation. For a free consultation, call the law offices of Davis and Maine at 505-242-7700. That's 505-242-7700.
Well,
What do you think?
You made that?
Yeah.
With some film students?
I directed.
It looks professional.
And
But the kids know what they're doing.
If I were an 86-year-old Sandpiper resident,
I would be calling you.
I'd be dialing.
yes, up top. And all made in accordance with the rules and regulations of the American Bar Association.
Good.
I just want you to be
Davis and
good.
Maine.
Stop
went
doing
for
illegal
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in charge of the department.
Yeah, but still, you know, Cliff Maine was fine with us.
Why wouldn't he be?
No, it's fantastic. Let's celebrate. I'm getting more wine. You want some?
Absolutely.
What she say, Cliff? I mean, did you
She's
get
surprised.
to the boss? Stole my nest egg. I'll still try to get him signed off on it though.
He just got that itch, babe. Like,
Colorado Springs, Colorado. Yeah, I'd like the number for KKTV Channel 11. Omar, what's the cutoff for FedEx? I need to get a package out. 2 sweets. Yes, can you connect me to your ad sales department? Thanks.
oh, so he's just bypassing.
Gums look good. No recession. Tongue looks good too. Eyes are clear. This old lady's in fine fettle. You can have one of the girls trim her nails if you like.
No, some other time. What do you got for me?
Bodyguard job. $200.
What else?
For you, that's the best fit I've got. I know a loan shark always needs enforcement and recovery. Pays good, and it's steady work. Most of the time, we're just talking intimidation. Strictly verbal.
Most of the time. I'm not breaking legs. What else?
Look, we discussed this. You want next level pay? You gotta do next level work. I respect where you're coming from on this thing. I do. But that's just how it goes. All right. She's gonna need a DHPP shot. 6 months. We'll send you a reminder card. Till then.
Give me the bodyguard, John.
For 200? Call you with the wear and the wind.
Because he told him we'll talk about it next week.
So, everybody knows today.
Yeah, I know. Every line starting with 7700 has been rerouted to the bullpen, plus your office. All the assistants know to keep them open.
So if you're on a call and another call comes in, the call doesn't go to an answering machine, right? Because it's very important. Old people don't like talking to robots.
If I'm on a call and another call comes in, they'll roll over to my desk. After that, Iris will get the next one, and Julian, and then Barbara, and Yvonne, right on down the line.
Good. Let's make that the plan then. Oh, so time do you have?
Quarter after. It should be running now, right? Is there anything else?
He's anxious
No.
to see if it works.
Thanks. I'll just be in my office.
I mean, wouldn't you think they gotta finish the episode?
Come on.
And then you need to run it again, because how was they? So if they missed the number, so right now they wasn't ready to write down phone number.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, that is unfortunate. Now, to get your case started, may I ask for name and...
Oh shit, here the calls come. Start rolling in.
Yeah, that was legal, right?
He said he followed all the rules.
But I mean, ain't that soliciting?
Yes, ma'am. We'll be happy to send an information packet right out to you. May I ask, are you currently a resident of the Sandpiper Crossing facility?
So we do that same thing.
Never
at
said
all.
Yeah.
Something came in this evening, and it's definitely next level pay.
Yeah.
Probably a long shot given your selectivity. What's the job?
I asked. The guy wouldn't tell me. But whatever it is, it's serious money. And the guy, he specifically asked for you.
And who's the guy?
It's gotta be old boy. This man's there. They went to a daddy place.
Going
This is the
down,
job.
man. Check this out. This is a good try.
So do they all die? Tell me that much. Does Rock Hudson run him into an iceberg? Is this before or after he did McMillan and wife?
Shut up. What's going on?
What is this weird fascination you have with stories of men trapped on the North Pole?
Ice Station Zebra is on the North Pole. The thing takes place on the South Pole. It literally could not be any more different. My dad loves this one.
Yeah, him and Howard Hughes.
I know, right? Can't get too fine of reviews on that.
How much pressure left in the airbags? Secure after group low. Secure after group.
It's the boss.
At this hour?
Ah, it's never too late for congratulations.
Corey's pissed.
Cliff! Jesus, you're still at the office.
You ran a commercial?
Yeah, and oh my God, let me tell you, the response has
You
been...
ran a commercial without ever showing it to me, without first consulting me and my partners. Did you actually think that was gonna fly?
I was planning on telling you in the morning.
The day after it aired?
I only ran it once.
Just in one small market. It was kind of an experiment, all right? Kind of under the radar. And in all fairness, you did tell me client outreach was my department.
Don't be disingenuous. This commercial, I take it my firm's name is mentioned?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Jesus.
Howard said you were a little eccentric. You didn't tell me you were a goddamn arsonist.
Cliff, to be fair, I don't think, I apologize if there was any misreading of the situation on my part, but there's a very positive headline here. We got 103 phone calls today off a measly $700 ad buy. Now, that kind of return on investment, you can't
Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, my office. With the partners, and we want to see this thing.
Cliff, when you see this...
Oh, because he haven't seen it. So he don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, Cliff. Thank you. Yeah, you too. Okay, see ya.
Golden boy.
That's me.
Well, he don't want to show he fucked up in front of her, so.
So what I miss? Anything blow up yet?
Is this where all the shit went down? Oh my God, is this our guy? No. Oh, I think you're right.
Feeling cautious? You gonna tell me what we're doing here?
I've got a problem.
Okay.
This problem, I can't solve it myself.
This problem, is it a who or a what?
There's a guy. I need him to go away.
Oh, damn. How do you just gonna end the episode like that?
Alright, that was episode 3 of BCS. Another great episode. Moving on along with it. I thought Jimmy did the right thing on there. Obviously, he should have moved with a little bit more caution. Just from the conversation he had with the boss. But, I think at the end of the day, it is a lawyer world, right? This is how you going to get down on a big case like this. And he should really be congratulated. But that's neither here nor there, because tomorrow he got to show them the video. And I think once they see the video, and I think in Jimmy's head, comparative to the video they made last year, this one should blow them away. But we shall see how that goes on there. And then our boy Mike, he's really getting into the trenches right now. About to get into that Mike that we know coming up in the future right there. So I figured that's who called him was the Spanish guy there. So who he trying to eliminate's got to be probably his own boss. The one we seen in like the first episode when he took him out to the desert. You remember?
Yeah.
So he took Jimmy out there. That guy. He's probably trying to get rid of him. That way he can move up, blah, 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 blah. You already know how it go. So, yeah, this is going to shape up to be a collision course of goodness, and I'm here for all of it.
Yeah, I totally love this episode too, especially opening up with Chuck criticizing Jimmy yet again. He's just like such a person you hate on sight at this point.
Now,
like it's just so annoying. Even though he had validity in his point as far as making sure they are, you know, crossing their T's and dotting their I's as far as approaching the potential clients in a way that's not going to get them in trouble in the back end. It's just the way that he does it. Like, always trying to put Jimmy on blast. Like, I can't fucking stand. Like, this, he's so arrogant and he's so demeaning towards Jimmy. It's just like, ew. Yeah. I also don't know how it's going to play out with him and Kim, because Jimmy has this, like, natural, organic thing about him in which he wants to do, you know, his own way. He doesn't follow the, you know, he's in the gray all the time. He's not in, you know, he's not keeping things black and white. He's constantly pushing the envelope of what is okay to do. I think everything with the commercial makes sense, but also seeing what the original commercial was, the fact that they stuck just a text, obviously is indicative of how they want to represent their law firm.
Yeah.
So, you know, Jimmy having used an old lady, I don't know. I don't think it's going to go over very well, just to see the stark contrast between the two commercial videos. Even though Jimmy, obviously his commercial worked and they're getting these clients, Jimmy should have gotten approval. Like, he has to realize he has to, you know, this is not your shit. You got to get approval. So I'm anxious to see how it plays out, and the fact that he's hiding it from Kim too, because he knows she ultimately wouldn't be happy with that being his approach. He knows he does wrong, but he does wrong, and he constantly expects that it's cool because the results are going to be there, and like that's not the world that he lives in. So very curious to see how that plays out. Also, the whole situation with Mike and his daughter-in-law, I don't know if she's like losing it maybe a little bit. She's obviously exhausted.
She's definitely paranoid.
Or is she being manipulative so that she can move out because she ultimately doesn't want to live in there? I don't know if that's going to be something that revealed, or how that or how that's going to play out. But yeah, it looks like we're going to get Mike introduced in more of that dark area and like exploring, pushing the envelope of what he needs because he needs the money, of what he's willing to do because he needs the money. So I'm excited to see the trajectory of where we're going from here, but this is another great episode.
Alright, well look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Better Call Saul Season 2, Episode 3. And until next time, peace.